What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just the second half of the Illawarra Hawks Cairns Taipans game, where we're taking a look at LaMelo Ball. He actually had a very good first half, just had a lot of assists, had some nice buckets as well, and I'm excited to see what he does in the second half. So let's keep watching. So again, he's gonna be number one on the red. He's gonna get the ball right here. Let's see what he does. Right there, probably got away with a double dribble, but right there, you just saw the mid-range game that I'm talking about. He's really developing a floater, which I think will be very effective for him in the NBA, even though he probably goes to it a little bit too much at this stage because of that frame. He can get to the rim and finish through contact. But he does have that floater in his bag, which I think will be very helpful for him at the NBA level, really helping him become a three-level scorer. And obviously with his finishing ability would be insane as well. Right there, that's just a shot selection issue where that's not a good shot. That came in the first 5 or 6 seconds of the shot clock, and that's just basketball. I don't want to say basketball IQ issues, but it's just discipline issues more than anything. And so obviously he just needs to be a little bit more reined in without taking away his super creative side as well. So it's a tough balancing act, but I think he is capable of doing it with the right culture in front of him. And so, yeah. Oh, yeah, they had him in the corner. Let's see if they find him. No, nothing. Got the ball back, and looks like there's a foul there, so. Yeah, clear foul. So again, LaMelo's inbounding it right there. Almost got another assist. That was a pretty solid pass. I think that was with his left hand, too. He's also a guy who can pretty much make any pass you want, right-handed or left-handed. I remember that was a big deal with Killian Hayes, that he could only go to his left. LaMelo Ball doesn't have that issue. Right hand, left hand, live dribble, stand still, whatever you need him to do, he can do in terms of passing. So that's something to like about him as well. And he's going to get the ball right here. So let's watch him see what he does right now. So he's going to get the screen, looking for something. So right here, this is kind of an example of where he just tends to pound the ball into the floor a little bit too much. And again, that's probably a pass that isn't necessary, even though it was kind of right on the money. But again, the ball didn't really move until 10 seconds on the shot clock. So again, I do want to see him kind of initiate things a little bit faster and not just pound the dribble into the floor, looking for cheap assists and things like that. Right there, should have done a better job boxing out his man and ultimately a better job defending. Kind of just gave up on that play. So, and he was looking for a runner weak side right there. So right there, if he finishes this, and he will, great job from LaMelo. Again, another example. We saw one example that led to a layup in the first half. This is another example right here where we'll watch it again, where he freezes the defense with his eyes and uses a really nice lefty hang dribble and then gets to the cup. And it's because of that passing ability that really puts the defense on edge because they don't know what he's going to do. So it's really going to open up a lot of driving lanes for LaMelo right there. And we saw a perfect example of that on that last play. So we'll watch him shoot this free throw for the and one, and let's see if he makes it. Got that one on the friendly roll. Was looking for a steal right there. Good job staying with his man and denying as he cut to the basket. It looks like it's going to be Illawarra Ball. So he's just standing on the opposite wing right now. Looks like he's going to get the ball back. And let's see what he does. So 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Good job just playing within the offense. Should have been a hockey assist. But didn't try to do anything super fancy or rash. Good job here staying with his man through the screen. I don't really like the path he took to get around the screen. He kind of did a spin, and that's not the most efficient way to get around it. And ultimately, his man kind of beat him on the screen, but LaMelo did a nice job recovering, and so did his teammates picking up the slack. Really likes doing those one-handed hook passes on pick and pop situations. Just saw another one on that last play. Again, he's off the ball here. Just watch him. He's standing up. Just doesn't really look that engaged off the ball. So I'm hoping he gets a tough coach. Honestly, as a Bulls fan, right? I'm just going to use this example. I don't think he should be a coach anymore, but Jim Boylan, a guy like him, a guy like I don't know, like a Greg Popovich, some coach who won't go easy on him. I think that would be really good for his development, assuming he can buy in. So again, nice flashy handle, then a really nice pass onto the seal, and he got the assist and the foul. That's a really high-level pass as well, just reading the defense, knowing that his big man has his man pinned, and again, off the dribble, one-handed pass right on the money, leads to an easy layup, and a free throw follows after it. So we'll skip this. Kind of sitting in the lane right there. Probably picked the wrong guy to go after. And yeah, and he got the foul. Just not a good play defensively from LaMelo. Was late getting to the shooter. And then he is late, gets a hand, but he ultimately allows a 4-point play opportunity to happen. Not a huge fan of that right there. We'll watch it again here. So again, he just kind of picked the wrong guy. It almost like he wasn't really aware of that guy in the corner. And, then he fouls him when he probably should have just let that one go. At least he had the effort to go back there, but just kind of know your situation. No need to make contact on that. So here's again. So right there, his teammate should have been looking. LaMelo read that perfectly. They double teamed him off the screen, and that's not a great shot. They double teamed him off the screen. Oh, wait, no, I think that was late in the shot clock, so that's okay. Anyway, they double teamed him off the screen, and his big man just wasn't looking. That should have been an easy roll, but for some inexplicable reason, his big man wasn't looking. That wasn't LaMelo's fault. It's going to get another screen here. Again, really good job. So right there we saw it again. Looks like he got another and one. Again, that help defender has no idea how to handle LaMelo because that passing, he can get that thing on a rope to an open shooter on the kick out. But then if he doesn't commit, he's going to blow by you. And then right there, good job getting to the basket and finishing with a nice dunk. Because that help defender is just absolutely frozen. Because look where he's coming from. He's coming from the middle of the lane. And he went from the middle of the lane to going past where LaMelo was to cover that open shooter on the potential drive that might have not even happened had the guy, or on the potential shot that didn't even happen because LaMelo drove and just read the defense really well. And again, another example of just manipulating defenders with his eyes and then that passing ability just really opening things up for him in the scoring department. And I've mentioned this a few times before with other guys, how I would say that they need to work really hard to get their baskets. Cole Anthony's a guy where every single shot that he makes and takes just looks like an all-out war. LaMelo Ball is kind of the opposite. He just looks very comfortable getting these shots up, and everything looks like it comes relatively easy to him. Got a free throw right here, and one. Yep. So again, he's looking down the floor already, just kind of laying out his options. Obviously has that thing on a string right now. Just kind of breaking his man down off the dribble. Gets to the lane well, and oh my God. Wait, what just happened there? Oh my. Did he really try to make that pass to the corner? That was like behind his head. What happened? I want to see a replay of this. I think it's a dead ball, so it doesn't really matter, but still, that's... That was pretty on the money. Sorry, I just want to rewind this play really quick. I want to see this. I want to break this down a little bit more. Okay, so he's driving. He sees this defender come off his screen, or come off his man. He's going to get a foul called. Knows that this man isn't there. He gets fouled, and he still made that pass relatively well, given the circumstances. He was getting yanked one direction, and he made that pass on one bounce right to number 44. He's going to get free throws right here. That's special. Maybe he was going for the big man, but it didn't really look like it. But that's just next level vision. And we'll watch the free throws here. Knock that one down. Got that one to go as well. Let's mouse out of here. Didn't do anything right or wrong there defensively. Kind of looked like he was galloping there. And right there, another really nice pass off of the seal, and it's not going to be a finish. Ball wanted a foul call there. Maybe let him a little bit too far, but given the position his big man was in, that was an overall pretty solid pass. Oh, he's calling for an outlet right now. Let's see if he gets this. Yeah. Oh, he's going to slow it up. He had numbers. Oh, my God. That's just just another full court pass on a rope. I'm going to cheap foul here. Get this. He's trailing on that off-ball screen by a little bit. He's another guy who will benefit from growing more into his new frame. Remember, he's only been 6'8" for maybe a year or two. So it's going to take some time for him to adjust to his body. And again, once he adds more strength, gets a little bit more comfortable, I think he'll be a very solid NBA player at worst. Set of good screens. Ooh, he had the back. That was a really good setup. He looked like he was coming off the pin down up to the top of the key, but he backdoored his man. He was open for a split second there, too. Good job talking defensively right there. And then look at him right now. So he's in a good stance, and he can use those arms and that length that he does possess. And again, right there, that's just, what is he doing? Why is he anticipating that so much? He just guessed, and he just bailed out his man, who's definitely not as slow and not as big as him. Good job closing out. But again, when you're one pass away, you shouldn't be that lazy. And again, he allowed his man just to go right by him on the box out. Good job getting by his man off the dribble, and then he just threw an absolute bullet across the lane. Again, one-handed, straight off the dribble. Right there, got his feet kind of tangled up. Again, doesn't really have great defensive slides or anything either. He definitely leaves a lot to be desired defensively. But you're really just kind of banking on the overall potential that he shows at that end. Oh, Kawhi. I think he played for TCU. Okay, it's coming off screens. Tough hook shot. And again, he doesn't really have the separation as for a lead guard. He's definitely going to be more of a distributing lead guard, I would say. But I think his overall handle and then his threat to pull up from three, even though it doesn't go in, I think that does give him an advantage in terms of trying to beat guys off the dribble. But he's not super quick or anything. Definitely not a bad athlete by any stretch, but this here looks like he got a foul off the ball. Skip this. And LaMelo Ball goes out here, actually, so I'll skip ahead to 56:01 when he comes back in. I think he's out for the rest of the third quarter, so skip ahead here, and we got the fourth quarter, and then obviously overtime as well. He's basically in for the entire fourth quarter. Ooh, I think that probably should have been Illawarra ball. I think we skipped a three. I don't think LaMelo had any impact on that play. Pretty solid pass right there. He probably had the roll man there as well. Right there probably could have been a little bit more active and help. Good job using that screen as a setup to get by his defender. He's going to get the ball back here. One-handed pass to the corner. Melo was weak side right there. We got a foul here, so I'll skip these. Good job just picking up that pop situation. Nothing really super flashy, but led to a basket and a foul. There we go. Ooh, right there, totally. His man totally abused him. LaMelo anticipated him going through all the screens, but he just backdoored him. And again, he's not a second effort defender, so when he does give an effort defensively, if he gets beat the first time, he's not a guy who's going to try and get back into plays and hustle and things like that. So he definitely needs to develop that type of attitude, I think, to be really successful in the NBA. But, that's a few years down the road, I think, before we reach Judgment Day on him. Again, right there, I mean, he did a decent job just getting to the spot and just contesting. He drew a foul. And obviously, that's a really nice pass. Just immediately sets up a 2-on-1. And then gives his team an advantage offensively. And we got another foul here. So let's get these. Got another foul. Oh, a lane violation maybe or something. But did a decent job trying to cut off that DHO and then stayed with him through the cut. And I like that he made contact with his man going after that rebound. Ultimately, the shot was made. And again, he has it in him to defend. He really does, I think. Just he needs to do it, and he hasn't shown that he wants to at any level. So there is definitely reason to be concerned. Right there, just totally abused. Ooh, I think he slipped or something. That could have been a foul. Probably could have finished that as well. But again, he had that big guy on him, and that big guy had no chance. LaMelo was too smart to not recognize that type of a play, and he just immediately blew by him. Here's LaMelo with that floater. It looks like we got a foul here anyway. So. No, just find the guy after that was just a simple inbounds play. Good job stunting, and he looks like he forced a travel right there. That was a really nice job from LaMelo stunting at the ball. 3 guys from Illawarra collapsed on that ball handler and led to a turnover. Looks like we got a turnover. And Illawarra, I think he was trying to tiptoe the sideline, stepped out of bounds. Good job anticipating that action and cutting off his man on the cut. Right there was a little bit flat-footed. He's lucky his man didn't try to backdoor him there. But again, he's too comfortable just standing up overall and just kind of letting things happen to him defensively. He's looking for the ball right now. You got a steal, and it's going to go out of bounds. Yeah. Yeah, timeout too, so I'll skip this. That guy looks 45 years old. Shouldn't have been a travel. Yep. Came off a pin down well. Let's see what he does. He's going to get a screen. Good job getting around that big man, and looks like he drew a foul there too. So good job from LaMelo right there. Again, just knowing the situation, that big guy cannot hang with him on the perimeter. So really smart level of basketball from him right there. We got, it's going to be Cairns ball. So we got a legal screen right there. So it'll be Illawarra's ball. You got another replay of it. I think that, yeah. They totally just missed that possession for him, so that's great. Let's get that here. Oh, so it's just, okay, that's what happened there. So you got another foul there, so I think we're shooting free throws, yeah. Let's get these. Good job refusing that screen and trying to cut back door. Let's see what he does here. Come off the screen. Good job analyzing his options, and it's going to be a miss. Missed 3, but I like the overall thought process from LaMelo right there. And here he's on the ball. Good job by LaMelo just staying with him. Again, just by moving his feet and staying attached to his man. I mean, the big man just threw it into his feet. Got a turnover. And so just giving just an adequate amount of effort on that end, I really think that'll help him. Right there, totally just broke his man down off the dribble, and he's going to miss the floater. Again, right there, I'd like to see him just take it up strong to the rack instead of just settling for that little off-legged floater. Because he can get by his initial defender well. It's just a matter of finishing at the rim instead of either settling or just avoiding contact once he gets there. We got free throws here, so let's get these. Miles weak side, got a foul here. A lot of fouls in this half, I gotta say. This has been a slow grind to get through this fourth quarter. So we got LaMelo bringing the ball up again here. Let's see what he does. Again, got by his initial man with ease, and then ultimately just led to the alley-oop. Really just solid overall play from LaMelo on that possession. And again, you just saw how slippery he is. Right there again, nearly got picked off, but he saw the right read. That, yeah, I thought maybe if kept his foot down there. That time you maybe could have argued that he should have been weak side tagging that roll. Final 2.5 minutes of the fourth quarter here. Then I'll stop this video, and then remember, we got overtime, so this game is far from over. What it does there. Again, just one of those things where you probably had an open lane towards the basket, and he settled for that floater. And I'm not a huge fan of that. And he does it way too often, in my opinion. And here we go, we're back. So Ball's off the ball right here. Again, there he is wiping his shoes again. I don't really like that habit of his. And Cairns just hit a 3, so now it's a tie game, 2 minutes left here. Remember, this game does go into overtime, so we will have a third video coming out rather soon. Got free throws here. I'll skip these. And he's off the ball here. Again, another time just kind of trying to cheat this cut, even though I don't really think that's what he's trying to be doing. It's just a matter of him just kind of hoping that the player just goes along with him more than anything. So I wish he would react a little bit better on that end. Let's see what he does here. Again, pretty sweet handle, a little bit high. Looks like we're going to get a blocking call here, so we'll be shooting free throws. I'll skip to those. I want to say he splits these, so we shall see. Needs to get some new shoes. So again, he already has a triple-double. He has 24, 10, and 10. He's going to finish with 32. So he has 8 more points to score. And like 3 more assists and then another rebound, I believe. See if he hits this one. And again, you saw the shot from right there. He releases it from his chin, but he gets decent rotation on the ball. It's just a little bit awkward. So 1-point game, and Ball is on the wing right now defending. That time I like that he made contact at least with the guy trying to crash the glass. Still, I would like to see him in a little bit better stance. But that's just my personal preference, I would say. We got a long time out here, so I'll skip ahead here. There we go. So here he is with the ball. Let's see what he does. He's going to give it up. Ooh, they probably had him on a swing pass there. Not really much going on. Looks like we got 3 in the key. Final minute of action. So in that time, Ball did a really nice job picking up on the help, and he got a really good steal. Let's see what he does here. Uses the pick and roll well. Perfect dime pass to his rolling big, and he's going to get him free throws out of that. That was a really good sequence for LaMelo Ball right there. He knew where to be in the help, got the interception, which would have been a layup if he not gotten that ball. And then he comes down, runs a pick and roll flawlessly, and he hits the open roller with a nice little pocket bounce pass, and he earns some free throws. Very nice sequence from Ball. Probably his best two-way sequence of the game, I would say. This is the final 30 seconds here. Ball's going to hit a 3 with around 6 seconds left. And right here, you can see he's a little bit more engaged. He's kind of in the face of the defender, moving his feet, pretty choppy. A little bit of an overreaction right there, and probably got away with a foul. Not really a smart basketball play right there. Let's see what he does. So we got 12 seconds left. He's trailing the play right now, and he's going to get the ball. NBA range. Bang, LaMelo Ball. Ties it at 99 with 5 seconds left. awesome play, clutch play from LaMelo. Again, he had a really nice closing minute or minute and a half of this game, or of regulation, I should say. And we got 5 seconds left here. I don't think anything happens here, but we'll watch it just in case. It obviously goes to overtime, but I want to see if we know anything or if we learn anything about Ball in this situation. But again, that was an awesome last minute of play. He got the interception, then he got the pass that led to free throws, then he ended up tying it on a clutch three, and nice job boxing out there, just cutting off any opportunity for an offensive rebound. And that's about it. That's the second half. So I'll pause it here, and then I'll get back to you guys with the third video of this LaMelo Ball game, in which he plays the overtime, and he obviously is going to have a pretty solid overtime. I think he has around 5 points, 3 assists, and a rebound. So stay tuned for that, and we'll wrap up the LaMelo Ball experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to stay tuned. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, please like the video. That helps me out a lot. So yeah, we'll be there. We'll be seeing you guys for the overtime period. Thanks.